There was once a young man named Samuel who lived in a quiet mountain village. Samuel was known for one thing above all. He always spoke his mind. Every thought, every opinion, every harsh truth that crossed his lips came out exactly as he felt it. And Samuel would always say with pride, "Hey, at least I'm honest. People know where they stand with me." But one crisp autumn morning, Samuel noticed something strange. As he walked through the village square, people avoided his eyes. The baker, who usually greeted him with a smile, suddenly became busy kneading dough. At the well, the women gathered their water in a hurry and left as soon as they saw him coming. Samuel felt puzzled. What's going on? Why is everyone acting so distant? That evening, Samuel found himself sitting alone in the tavern, something that had never happened before. The old innkeeper, Marcus, finally came and sat beside him. "Samuel," Marcus said softly, "may I tell you something?" "Of course," Samuel replied. "You know I value honesty." Marcus gave a sad, gentle smile. "You always say every truth that crosses your mind, but there's a big difference between being honest and being wise. A hammer is honest too. It hits everything the same way. But a good carpenter knows when to use a hammer and when to use a gentle touch." Samuel's eyes widened. In that moment, he understood. Marcus continued, "People don't hate your honesty, Samuel. They fear your harshness. When you tell Maria her cooking is terrible, you think you're being real. But imagine if instead you said, maybe a little less salt next time. Then you're still honest, but also kind." Samuel realized he had been swinging his honesty like a sword, cutting down everyone around him, instead of using it like a lantern to gently guide the way. From that day on, Samuel changed. He still spoke the truth, but now he wrapped it in kindness. Instead of saying, "Your idea is stupid," he learned to say, "I see it differently. Maybe we could try this instead." Slowly, people came back to him. They trusted him again because his honesty no longer hurt. It helped. My friends, being real isn't about saying every brutal thought that pops into your mind. True authenticity means sharing the truth in a way that builds, not breaks. Before you speak, ask yourself, will this help? Or will this hurt? Will this build someone up or tear them down? People don't actually hate you for being real. They walk away when your realness turns into cruelty. Real honesty doesn't have to be sharp. It can be gentle. It can be loving. And that's what makes it powerful. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button. Tell me in the comments, have you ever learned this lesson the hard way? And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire us to live with both truth and kindness. Until next time, remember, the most powerful truth is always spoken with love.